I analyzed 3 mobile repair trades that fix things on-site, in a driveway or a parking lot. Every one books $60 to $120 per visit. One starts under $2,000. That one is last. Here's why on-site beats a storefront. No lease, no fixed rent eating you alive every month. You drive to the customer, and that come-to-you convenience is worth a premium they happily pay in cash. By the end, you'll be able to judge which of these 3 fits your startup budget and your target take per job. Number 3 surprised me most. First up, mobile phone and screen repair. The operator drives to you and swaps a cracked screen right there at your kitchen table in about 30 minutes. Typical price lands at the low end of our band. Most on-site cracked screen jobs book $60 to $90, so figure the bottom of $60 to $120. Now the money underneath it. A named creator on a repair forum reported a starter kit of tools, heat mats, and pry gear running about $1,800 to get going. Here's the part that decides everything: the replacement screen itself. A common phone screen costs the operator roughly $25 to $40 wholesale. So on a $75 job, after the part, that leaves around $40 to $50 in your pocket before fuel. Why does this work at all? Screens crack constantly. People are terrified of shipping their phone away, and the convenience of not driving anywhere is what lets you charge a premium over a mall kiosk. The mechanism is simple. You sell speed and you sell not leaving the house. But cheap parts can look identical and fail in a week, so sourcing quality is the whole game. Cheap trade, fast money, thinnish parts margin. Hold that thought. The next one costs more to start, but the parts math flips completely. Number 2, mobile bike and small engine repair. This is the person who rolls up to your garage and restores a dead lawnmower or a rusted-out bicycle back to running. Typical price sits mid-band. A tune-up or brake job books around $80 to $110, so call it the middle of $60 to $120. Here's where it gets expensive to start. You need real tooling. Operators report a mobile setup with a torque wrench set, a chain breaker, and diagnostic gear running about $2,500 to $3,500. But watch the flip. The consumable cost per job is tiny. A brake pad set or a chain runs the operator maybe $10 to $20. So on a $100 tune-up, after parts you're keeping $80 or more before drive time. Why does this beat the phone trade on margin? Because you're selling labor, not a fragile part. The wrench does the work, and the same tools serve 1,000 jobs. That's the mechanism. High tool cost once, near zero parts cost forever. Remember, we still have not hit number 1. This trade has a real ceiling, but the third one restores something people are far more emotional about, and they pay accordingly. That emotion is where the pricing power lies. Third trade, mobile leather and furniture restoration. Here's the emotional one. The operator comes to your home and fixes a cracked leather car seat or a torn sofa arm without hauling it anywhere. Typical price runs the top of our band. A seat repair or a full couch restore books $90 to $120, right at the ceiling of $60 to $120. What does it cost to start? A dye and filler kit, heat tools, and color-matching gear run about $2,200, according to operators posting their setups online. The consumable cost per job is small. The dye, filler, and grain paper for one repair cost the operator maybe $15 to $25. So on a $110 sofa job, after materials, you're holding roughly $85 before fuel. Why does this command the highest price? Because the alternative is buying a new $2,000 couch. So paying $110 to save it feels like a bargain. That's the mechanism. You're not selling a part, you're selling a rescue. People are emotional about a leather seat their dog clawed or a couch they can't replace. But it's a skilled trade. A bad color match is obvious and unforgivable, so the craft takes real practice. High price, tiny parts cost, steep learning curve. So which one actually wins? Let's line them up side by side. Time for the head-to-head. Rank them on startup cost, lowest to highest. Phone repair is cheapest at about $1,800. Leather restore is next at roughly $2,200. Bike and engine is the priciest to start at $2,500 or more. Now rank on per job take. Phone repair keeps around $45 a job. Bike repair keeps about $80. Leather restore keeps roughly $85, the highest of the three. Here's the number that matters. Jobs needed to clear a $600 day. Phone repair needs about 13 jobs at $45 each. Bike repair needs 8. Leather restore needs 7. So who wins on what? Phone repair wins on speed to first dollar. It's the cheapest to start and the demand is everywhere, so you're booked fastest, but it also grinds you hardest, because 13 jobs is a long day of driving. Leather restore wins on sealing, the highest price per visit and the fewest jobs to hit $600, so it scales without frying you. Bike sits in the middle, steady but capped, cheap and fast or expensive and high. That's the real trade-off. So which pick fits which person? Here's my honest call. If you have the smallest budget and you want cash this week, phone repair is the pick. It's the cheapest to start at about $1,800. Demand is constant, and you can book a job the day you buy your kit. The catch is you'll grind out the most stops per day for the smallest take. If you want the highest ceiling per visit, leather restoration is the pick. It commands $90 to $120 a job, keeps roughly $85 of it, and clears a $600 day in just 7 visits. The trade-off is the skill. A bad color match is obvious, so budget weeks of practice before you charge full price. And one caveat hits all 3. Your drive time is unpaid, fuel eats your margin, and a single no-show can wipe out a job's profit for the day. These are come-to-you trades, so the road is your real overhead. Price that in from day one. All 3 of these book $60 to $120 on-site for cash margins, and none of them need a storefront. So tell me in the comments which trade you'd start first and why. If the come-to-you model caught your attention, the mobile power washing breakdown is where the fattest margins hide. That video is on your screen right now. This is analysis, not financial advice.